And we are live. Welcome back to Spacelink TV. It's been a little while since we have been doing Gigapan live on Spacelink TV, so I have been looking very much forward to look at this MOC image together with you out there. This is a satellite image by Neville Thompson. It's available on Gigapan. I will make sure the link is in the video description. This is an amazing image. I got a few pictures prepared. And as you can see, you can go pretty close in on this Gigapan. You can actually go closer than you can on the actual NASA page from Mars Image Explorer catalog. So this is an awesome Gigapan. And as I wrote in the video description, this Gigapan is probably, or this MOC image is probably one of the most famous images in the world. There's a lot going on this image. Let's scroll up a little bit and start over here in the left side. There's something over here. And it looks like a big round hole with some sort of construction attached to it on top on a flat plateau. I've been looking at that image before and I actually had it up. I've got a little picture here prepared. Let me take it up in full screen for you. This was the one we just looked at on the Gigapan. We're gonna go back to the Gigapan in a second. Notice over here what I spoke about with the structure-like thing on this flat plateau on top of this hole. It's pretty weird. So what I'm looking at here on Mars, I'll be looking at something that could be artificially created. Here's another version of the same picture with just a little bit of color change to point out what I think we could be looking at. It looks very, very interesting. I think I got two older pictures here, some of the first. It's an amazing area. I want to get back to this, to the size comparison in just a minute. This is, as you can see in the middle of the screen, the reason for why this is one of the most famous MOC images ever taken by the Mars Orbiter Camera. It does look like there is something up here, and it triggers everybody that looks at it. I'm pretty sure you guys out there are thinking, what the eep are we looking at here? I'll take it out on a little bit distance. I'll have some pictures of that too I want to introduce you to, but I want to have a little look just around in the area because it seems like there's like some light reflections in front, as you can see. And speaking of light reflections, there's some light reflections over here and something dark hidden behind it. Could it be something similar? We have another object over here that looks suspicious. We can go in a little bit closer. But it does look like we got something extraordinary over here. This is what was described as the Jupiter 2 UFO. It was originally presented by Brett Shepard, founder of Lunar Anomaly Research Society, and the group on Facebook by same name. I remember I did an interview with Brett in 2015 where we did a video on it as well, as that you can find on Spacelink TV's YouTube channel. There's another little thing down here, some round object down here that looks out of context to the rest with this Jupiter 2 UFO that is, it looks like it's placed on the edge of what could have been a seabed or water area with water in. I want to take you to some of the pictures I did of that as well. I'm gonna take you into my little folder and take you to my photos here. These were some of the first pictures we did in 2015. You see Brett Shepard sitting on the right side with his glasses on, and we are having a very nice conversation. I remember that as a beautiful day. We talked about the Jupiter 2 UFOs and all the theories of what it could be. If it is it a UFO? Is it an observation post? There's been many guesses to what it could be. Remember we saw the area before. I chose in 2015 to call it the mining site as a road here. I'm not sure that word fits correctly, but I called it the mining site back then, and it's still on the picture. And you see the Jupiter 2 UFO not far away from this area with that kind of weird construction in here. It's an amazing picture. It's an amazing picture. And as I said before, there is a size comparison to it as well. Let me get that up. Because on the datasheet that follows the M1800558 image on Mars Explorer viewer, Mars Image Explorer, sorry, you can read that from the left to the right is about 2.9 kilometers in distance, which is, as I said, written here, 1.84 miles across. So when we are looking at an object like you can see down here, I've put a measurement up, divided it into 10 units, and this object is taking up the space of a half of a unit. So we know that this object we are looking at here, we call the Jupiter 2 UFO, is 148.5 meters wide approximately. We can't put the exactly size out, but that would be about that size, plus minus 5 meters. That's a huge object. That's bigger than most ferries and ships. So it's quite a big object we are looking at. I have another image here while I'm at the image catalog here from my wife, Dolly Indigo Star, that is a lead admin in Anunnaki History on Facebook. She is a member of United Family of Anomaly Hunters as well. She came up with this picture a few days ago, and it's a beautiful picture. I'm gonna show you the location on the Gigapan in just a second. But if you look in this enhanced area over here, it definitely looks like a square building with walls, and it looks like you got a square front opening and a window, some square windows. So there's a square dark shadow that could be a window, it could be a shadow, it could be a lot of things. But look on top of the building, there's objects on top of the building. We don't know what it is. I would guess that it could be some kind of communication equipment like satellite or other stuff, but it looks, it don't look like it belongs there. This is a beautiful find, and I hope this find will get some more attention, and I hope you help us sharing the video and the finding in these videos. This is an amazing picture. I want to get back to the Gigapan again, because we are looking at the Jupiter 2 UFO, and I want to take you up north. We are going up, and all the way up to that area over here. This is where we have the factory-sized construction that we were looking at before, that Dolly Indigo Star presented in her picture before. This is an amazing one. I really truly love this one. The more you look at it,
the little object in
the more you look at it, the more amazed you be. There's a little object in front here. We don't know what it is, but it looks like it don't belong there, like it's parked there. What could it be? Is it an entrance we're looking at? There is another object down here that also looks very out of place and suspicious, and it does look to me like some kind of, when you sit and look at it and spend some time looking at it, it looks like one of those futuristic shaped spacecraft you see in a sci-fi movie. Not saying it is, because we simply don't know what it is, but what we know is what we see, and what I see here is something that definitely looks like a big building with satellite dish on top and other things placed around. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks very carefully placed around this object in the middle. What are we looking at, guys? I would like to hear your opinions on it. This is an Earth image, for example, and it would be taken in a slant. You would be able to see the walls and the roof at the same time. On an orbiter image where it's taken from straight up and down, you will only be able to see the roof. So this is taken with a slant, so it's, you can actually see the side and the top, and it's they don't do that more with the high rise on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. They're taken from straight up and straight down, and I think there's a reason for why they're doing that. This one, I want to get back to this one because it looks like we have something big here. There is a construction that is very, very rectangular with straight lines, 90-degree angles all over, almost looking like openings, square openings. I want to take you to one of the pictures I've made of this anomaly as well. And I got them right here. This is the first picture I took. This is from 2015 as well. So it's an older one. And I used a little bit of brightening in it. In this one, I'll have to say I don't use brightening anymore. I take the pictures as they are. But back in 2015, I did brighten this picture up to have a look at what it would look like, and it really brightened up some of the lines. You see the rocks you're looking at here. It gives them a shape and an outline. And if you look at the other picture, that's basically gone. So I think this is an amazing picture. It did confirm what I thought first, that these were like separate blocks in same height and size, all of them carefully planted next to each other. I have this picture as well where I've put a little bit of color on it to illustrate what I'm seeing, and remember we are seeing it from upside down. So to me this was, looking back in 2015, like a kind of an opening entrance. Could it be? It all looks very concrete like structure. Don't be fooled by the gray color here, but look at the angles and how it's built. The rocks over here, look how they are separated. You can see the lines in between them carefully lined up. It looks like they're lined up all the way to support a foundation. But for what? Here's another version of it. And oh, we actually added a little text from the Lost Book of Enki, the fourth tablet. As Anu prepares to leave, he is attacked by Alalu, the seven who just sentenced Alalu to exile on Lamu. Anu's daughter Nimar, a medical lover, is sent to Earth. Stopping off at Lamu, Mars, she finds Alalu dead. A rock carved to resemble Alalu's face serves as his tomb. Ansu is given command of a way station on Lamu. Imagine Anu's daughter Nimar flying over Mars. Would this be what she was looking at when she flew over it? Would this be one of the waypoint stations, or could it be? And there's no doubt that they are talking about the face on Cydonia in this text from the fourth tablet of the Lost Book of Enki. It's amazing. Think about it. I think I'm gonna put some more of these textures on my images from the Mars Orbiter catalog. We got another one here. We're gonna get back to that one another time. I want to get back to the Gigapan image before I'm ending my first live stream in a long time with you guys out there. I'm sorry I don't have my laptop with me today, so I haven't been able to follow any comments coming in. I'm sorry about that. We will have that up next time. But look at this Gigapan. Look at the area. We are back to that factory-sized object anomaly over here. I found it so amazing to see stuff like that on a Mars Orbiter image. The surface is amazing. It's just a good picture. You can see Neville Thompson has added the data. You can see the image wide, how wide it is, how tall it is. 23.4 kilometers tall. So you got an idea of what kind of area, what size of area we are looking at here. This is not small, this is big. And what is in this Gigapan here is amazing. Look at this object here. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 upright standing pillars in the middle of a round. Is it a crater we're looking at? I don't know. I would like to hear your comments on the guys out there. And before we are gonna end, I am, of course, gonna take you down to a last little look at one of the most famous anomalies in the history of anomaly hunting on Mars. The Jupiter 2 UFO. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment in the comment box here on YouTube. Remember to share and like our video. Thank you for watching. Until we see us again. Take care. Bye.